pressurizing for the dolphin. So sound does travel faster underwater, so it makes lots of noises and can be a little bit louder. So we just move these gates from time to time just to get them more comfortable with them moving around. Now here in this medical pool area, this is a bottomless floor, so you guys can't see that from where you are, but it does have cuts in so we can raise that floor all the way up in order to get access to the dolphins and make it a little bit easier if there's anything we need to do for their medical care. So this is just great practice for us to bring the dolphins in here again, get them nice and comfortable, and this floor again is really great that we can do that and help access our dolphins a little bit easier for our veterinary staff. So in this habitat here, we do have 6 dolphins in the habitat. We have 1 male and 5 females. Our youngest is Vortex, so he is our new rescue dolphin that I'm going to talk to you about next here. So he is going to be hanging out with his trainers here in just a moment, and he's learning a lot of new things. So Vortex was deemed non-releasable by those government agencies, and he was asked if us SeaWorld would be his forever home. So his story is he was kind of found swimming all alone off the coast of Dolphin Springs, Florida. So he was seen by a fishing charter in the area. They saw this little guy out here, looked like he was having trouble to swim. They didn't see any other dolphins around. So they decided to take those next steps and call FWC and those local agencies and let them know, hey, there's a dolphin out here that might need some help. So they went ahead and called those. They came out and they looked around, waited for a few hours to see maybe he just got separated from his pond, maybe something happened to mom, they're not quite sure. So after a few hours of observation, they decided to step in and rescue Vortex to give him his best chance of survival. Now when they did find Vortex, he was only about 25 pounds and he still had his umbilical cord attached. So they are mammals just like we are, so they do have a belly button and that umbilical cord was still there. So that lets us know most likely he was less than 48 hours old. Now also dolphins, again, are mammals, so they are born with hair just like we are. So on their rostrum area, they have some little hair follicles there where those hairs would come out, and they usually fall off after a couple days as well. So when they found him, he still had those hairs attached to his rostrum. So again, that lets us know he's only a few days old. So they brought him up here to SeaWorld Orlando, as we have lots of practice with rescuing dolphins and baby dolphins. Lots of our rescue team here does a really fantastic job. So they brought him up here and they began that around-the-clock care. So our rescue team stepped in and started bottle feeding him about every 3 hours. It's really important watching him and everything and seeing how he was growing and developing. And our veterinary staff came out and they'll set milestones for him to reach. That way we can try to get him cleared and get him back out, hopefully, into the ocean. Now, as he met all those milestones, he was able to reach about 225 pounds now, and he has also transitioned over to a full fish diet. So once Vortex was cleared by our vet staff and everything, they thought he looked good, those agencies come in and make that decision. We won't do that here at SeaWorld, so those agencies come in and they decided to deem Vortex non-releasable. Now they did this because he was found at such a young age. He didn't learn those important instincts that he needed to from mom. He didn't learn how to hunt, how to forage, how to navigate through the ocean, defend themselves. So just lots of different important skills that he would need in order to help him survive out in the wild. So they asked us, SeaWorld, if it would be his forever home, and we said yes. So we have brought him now. He came over to us here in the dolphin care area, in the nursery area. So what we did first was we introduced him to a companion dolphin first, because he had never seen other dolphins before. So we wanted to get him comfortable being around other dolphins and seeing other dolphins. And then from there, once he continued to reach all those milestones, he's continuing to grow and everything like that, we decided to introduce him out here to our nursery pod area. So this is a maternity pod, just like you would see out in the ocean. This is really important. We have lots of former moms in here and things that are really great and are very welcoming and helping out, especially with Dash, our matriarch here at the pod. So we introduced Vortex out here, and he is continuing to grow, and he is doing really well. He is with his trainer, I believe Anna, and she's moving all around the habitat with him to get him used to comfortable to all the different areas here. He's learning lots of husbandry behaviors, so these are really important for his medical care. So So just like you and I go to the doctor every single year for that annual exam, we get our bodies looked over, check our eyes, all those different things. We do the same thing here with the dolphins each and every day. So with Vortex, we're really concentrating on these behaviors in order to help out with his medical care and everything so we can keep track of his progress. Now we also have, as I mentioned, some other dolphins here in the habitat. So some of them are participating in that tour back there with Alex, meeting some of our guests. We have some other dolphins hanging out with Jenny over there with you guys by the rocks, just relating with our dolphins and building that relationship, which is also really important as well. Is you again doing a relationship in the back there, building that relationship with our dolphins. So really good and unique opportunity. Now also you might see in a little bit here, we're going to be throwing some, might put some toys into the environment. So we can do lots of different sessions with our animals all throughout the day. Another great session we can do is enrichment sessions. And these are really great to help stimulate those natural behaviors. So we can do ice tosses and jello tosses, visual enrichment up at the glass, or we can also throw toys or EEGs into the environment. And these are known as environmental enrichment devices. So we have all different buoys and jolly balls, and if you have a dog or at home, we have dolphin-sized homes. So lots of cool things that we can interact with the dolphins as well. Now, if you do have any questions here today, don't forget you have your educators behind everyone there in those green polos. They'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have about our dolphins here today. Or you can wait till our session's over. Myself, any of the fellow trainers will be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. If you are interested in the tour that you see going on right now, you can ask those educators about that. You can also go over to guest services to book that, as well as if you have the app or the website as well. Lots of great different tours there. We have this tour here at our nursery, and then we also have our Dolphin Encounter program over at our Key West location. So finally, my friends, just those safety reminders one more time. Just make sure while we're all around the habitat here today for the safety of our trainers and our dolphins, just make sure we're keeping our feet on the ground at all times for us. And just make sure we're keeping all those personal belongings back behind those rocks and barriers there for us. And again, we do want to thank everyone so much for coming out to SeaWorld Orlando today. And we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Let's go.